You are not allowed to reside or stay in any household where there are children. And you know why I'm doing that? Because there are crazy, stupid women who are out here who will allow someone who has no job, no prospects, been to prison. They think they're great. They allow them to move in their household with their children, babysit their children. Then a child either ends up dead or being abused in some sort of way.
Today in court, we see Mr. Scott, a repeat offender, facing a second assault charge involving the same woman he was ordered to stay away from. After pleading true to violating probation and no contest to a new charge of assault by strangulation, he gets a 6-year sentence. Seems straightforward, until it isn't. For the most part, he has his head bowed down. But right as the sentencing wraps up, the judge throws down one more condition that hits a nerve. He's not allowed to live with children after he's served his time. And that's when he shows a little life. Watch and share what you think. Is the judge being overly judgmental? Grouping all formerly incarcerated men with no job and no prospects as dangerous to kids? Or is she being realistic, based on the defendant's history and the pattern she's seen far too often from the bench?
Are you the same Iking Rahim who was placed on community supervision in 2024, CR 007138, for the offense of assault, choking, strangulation on July 25th, 2024, for a term of 3 years? Is that you?
The
Yes,
26th date of June 2025 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Iking Rahim Scott, committed the offense of assault in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
true.
But you understand you're again charged with assault, strangulation with a previous conviction. That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes,
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
yes,
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
no contest.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say, sir?
No,
All right. Why do you keep putting your hands on Miss Briones?
honestly, I didn't.
Oh, you want a jury trial? Because I'm sure they will attach her and bring her in here. And you were not even supposed to have contact with her. So why are you violating the court's orders?
She came to my place.
Yeah. And then what ends up happening? There's a witness who has nothing to do with you or her
Yeah,
saying that you were violent towards her.
Your Honor, I wasn't violent towards her. She was violent towards me. I just moved. I left the.
But do you want a jury trial?
I don't feel like going through all that because I just want to get this over with.
All right. So the court is going to sentence you to 6 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of family violence, $1,500 fine. Take in consideration 2025 PF 24835, 2025 CC 009601. There's $60 restitution to the laboratory for testing. There's to be no contact with Lauren Briones, and there's to be no residing with minors. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor. Can I ask you a
Because it's,
question?
yes.
Okay, you're saying like after I finish doing my parole and everything, I have no right to take care of my child?
You are not allowed to reside or stay in any household where there are children. And you know why I'm doing that? Because there are crazy, stupid women who are out here who will allow someone who has no job, no prospects, been to prison. They think they're great. They allow them to move in their household with their children, babysit their children. Then a child either ends up dead or being abused in some sort of way. So can you write a check to your child? Of course. I'm sure they would appreciate some finances. But as far as you living in a home with children, absolutely not.
Even if I'm not the aggressor?
You are not allowed to reside in any home with minors.
Okay,
Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
yes,
Because it's plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
mm-hmm,
All right, thank you, sir.
thank
Your
you.
Honor, before we get off the record, if I may, I believe Mr. Scott was saying something that, just so that he's not confused.
Yes,
My understanding is that there was a violation report regarding the contact allegation made by a CPS caseworker,
Mhm.
where CPS informed Mr. Scott to come to the government agency. So a government actor told him, come to the CPS facility. They brought Ms. Briones. I know there's other violations, but just so that he's clear, if he's ever in a situation again where CPS is telling him to come to a facility, he has to make certain that Ms. Briones cannot be there.
now, so here's the thing. If there's a government agency and that government agency says, hey, you need to be here, then he can be there if she's there. But after that, no. If there is a court hearing and he comes to a court hearing, and at the court hearing, it's some civil matter involving children, yes, he can be there. But outside of that, no.
Part of the allegations were alleged that about those CPS contacts, the state did waive those.
Mhm.
So he can understand it. You understand now that if CPS does reach out to you, you can.
Which told me otherwise.
No, what I told him is he cannot reside with any minors. And honestly, Lauren Briones shouldn't be residing with any minors. It appears that none of them are able to financially take care of their children. They are not in a healthy relationship, and children should not be around that. So he's not allowed to reside with any minors. And the reason why I'm doing that is because there are so many women who will have somebody who comes from prison out on a murder charge, gang member, bring absolutely nothing to the table, don't have a job, have no prospects. They meet them at a club on a Friday night, bring them back home, and then the next thing you know, they're living there. And then the next thing you know, either a child is dead or a child is some way abused. So right now, he's not presenting anything to the court where I believe that he should be residing in a household with minors.
I'm not,
Your Honor,
not to address that. Ms.
on that, I've been working and taking care of my kid ever since she was born.
Mhm.
I'm the one that's been working hard.
Let me ask you this.
CPS,
Do you live with your child?
when I had my child, yes, I was living with my.
Are you currently living with your child?
No, I've been.
All right,
I've
so-
separated.
And how old is your child?
She's 1.5.
All right.
And I have a daughter that's nearly 3 years old,
Mhm.
and I'm taking care of her and putting her
And
in
are-
college.
Is Miss Briones' mother any of those children?
Oh,
All right, so the
Oh.
court has made its ruling.
Yes, Judge. This, please, sir.
that's